Munson with Munson Music. I'm going to talk about how you could play a song called Love Never Felt So Good by Justin Timberlake and Michael Jackson. I'm going to start off with kind of that cool little bass line actually at the very, very beginning. If you wanted to follow the bass, it kind of starts with the open D, second fret on the D, third fret on the D, and then open G. So it's kind of doing a D note, E note, F note, G note. But I think for myself, I'd kind of follow a slightly different kind of bass line. This is kind of an inversion idea, I think, for the chord progression. And so you could start on a G minor chord. We'll talk about an easy way to play this, but normally you do this as a third fret bar, third finger on the A string, 5th fret, pinky on the D string, 5th fret. And if you strum all those together, oh, the sad sounds of G minor. Now you may also want to think about lifting off the pinky, making that a G minor 7 chord, or you could even add in the pinky on the B string 6th fret for a G minor 7. Or get cheat if you're just starting out, as you could do second finger on the low E 3rd fret, third finger on the B 3rd fret, pinky on the high E 3rd fret, and kind of just mute out the A string with your first finger. Kind of use that as kind of a G5 if you kind of dig on that if you're just starting out. And then from the G minor, we'd be going to an A minor chord. And normally you do this first finger on the B 1st fret, second finger on the D 2nd, third finger on the G 2nd. And if you strum all those together, it sounds an A minor chord. It sounds really sad. Now around A minors in general, it can be kind of cool to lift the first finger, have an A sus2, or you could add in the pinky on the B string 3rd fret, D sus or an A sus, kind of say some things around it. Or you could take the regular A minor and lift off 3 for an A minor 7, or you could add in the pinky on the high E 3rd for an A minor 7. Or if you're digging on the bar G minor, it might be easier just to take that shape and then slide it over 2 frets to 5th fret for kind of an A minor bar chord. Or you could lift off the pinky and make that an A minor 7. Or you could add in the pinky on the B8, make it an A minor 7 that way. And then from the A minor, we go to a B flat major chord. And you could do this kind of in first fret bar, third finger over the D, G, and B, kind of a B flat major. If you're just starting out looking for an easier shape, you could do first finger on the high E 1st fret, third finger on the G 3rd fret, pinky on the B string 3rd fret. It's kind of a little B flat major. Or you could take the second finger and put them on the D 3rd fret. Or you could use a B flat major 7, where you could do first fret bar, second finger on the G 2nd, third finger on the D 3rd, pinky on the B string 3rd for B flat. Or if you're digging on the E root bars, actually kind of that G minor, A minor shape, it might be easier just to slide that over one more fret, add in the second finger on the G7, third finger on the A8, pinky on the D8, for a B flat major chord that way. Or another cool voicing for that could be a B flat major 7, where you do first finger on the low E 6th fret, second finger on the B6, third finger on the D7, pinky on the G7, kind of muting out the E string with kind of the side of my hand for that. You kind of dig on that shape. And then from the B flat, we'd be going to a C major chord. Play C major. First finger goes first fret on the B, second finger on the D 2nd, third finger on the A 2nd. So you kind of use that for your C major. Or you may kind of dig on kind of taking the pinky, and then on the B string 3rd for C major 9. Or another way to play C major 9, we'll be doing first finger on the D 2nd, second finger on the A 3rd, third finger on the B 3rd, pinky on the high E 3rd. Kind of looking for some other C options. Or you could use a C7 chord, where you could take the regular C major, add in the pinky on the G 3rd for a C7. Or if you're digging on those bar chord shapes, you could kind of take that B flat major shape we're doing from the 6th fret, slide it over to 8th fret. That's another way to play C major. Or you could lift off the pinky and make it a C7 that way. And on our intro, it's almost like big hits, and what you may want to do is kind of just use those bar shapes, actually. I think this is an easier option because of the timing, is to do G minor, A minor, B flat, and then the C7. It's kind of like just big down hits to kind of kick off the tune. G minor, A minor, B flat major, C7. And then from there, then we'll be going into our main verse idea. And our main verse starts on the G minor, and then we go to a C7. And another way to work the C7, if you're kind of digging on that 3rd fret bar, is you can put the third finger on the D 5th fret, pinky on the B string 5th fret, kind of work that for your C7. Or you may dig on a C9, where you could do first finger on the D 2nd fret, second finger on the A 3rd, third finger over the G, B, and E. Kind of make that kind of really jazzy with a C9 shape. And then from the C7 or the C9, we'll be going to an F major chord. Normally you do this as a first fret bar, second finger on the G second, third finger on the A third, pinky on the D third, kind of working an F major that way. Or you may dig on kind of working this as an F major 7, where you do first finger on the B first fret, second finger on the G second, third finger on the D third. It's kind of another way to kind of work that F. Or if you're digging on that B flat major 7 shape we're doing from 6th fret, you can do first finger on the low E first fret, second finger on the B strings first fret, third finger on the D second, pinky on the G second. Kind of work that for your F major 7. And then from the F we go to a D major chord. We play D major. First finger goes to the G on the second finger on the high E second, third finger on the B string third, and if you strum the D string to the high E string, that sounds a D major chord and it sounds really, really happy. Now, around Ds in general, it can be kind of cool to lift off the second finger, always a dangerous finger to lift, making it a D sus2. Or you can add in the pinky on the high E third for a D suspended chord, kind of say some things around the chord. Or you may dig on a D7 chord where you do first finger on the B first fret, second finger on the G second, third finger on the high E second, kind of work the D string to the high E for a D7, or in a similar way to the D. You could lift off the third finger for a D7 sus2, or you could add in the pinky on the high E third for a D7 sus, kind of say some things around the chords. Or if you're digging on the bar shapes, you could even take that as a 5th fret bar, third finger of a D, G, and B. That's kind of a D major chord shape. Or you could make it a D7 by doing 5th fret bar, third finger on the D7, pinky on the B7. Or you may kind of dig on a D9 shape, where you could do first finger on the D4th, second finger on the A5th, third finger of the G, B, and E on the 5th fret, kind of working that for the D9. And then we kind of stay on D, and then we go to our G minor chord, and then we go back to our C for our verse progression. And you can do that a couple different ways rhythmically. You could even work just down, so it's kind of an idea. And I'm kind of adding a little bit of right hand muting with that, kind of an 8 down count. F, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, D, more D, G minor, C. Kind of dig on that. We'll be repeating that twice, kind of through our first verse. Or you could use a strum pattern. And one of my favorite strum patterns for a 4/4 like this is down, down, up, down, up. So we took the G minor and just tried that a lot. You'd have down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. So we tried that through the verse progression. You have the G minor, C7, like, and you play these cool little hits that relate to this particular rhythm. It's something called a 16th note strum pattern. And what I mean by that is if you're tapping your foot to the beat, right now we're dividing that beat into 2 parts that are down, down, up, down, up. So kind of a 1, 2, 1, 2, and that's called an 8th note. What a 16th note is where you divide that into 4 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And one of my favorite 16th note strum patterns is a long down, 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 up, down, down, up, down. And what I mean by that is we take the G and do a down for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what you'd be doing on the first beat. Then on the second beat, you do a down on 1, down on 3, up on 4. So you're going 1, 2, 3, 4, down, 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 down. And then on the third beat, you do a up on 2, down on 3. So you're 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, up, down, 1, up, down, 1, up, down. And then on the last beat, you're going down, up, right along with the 1, 2, 3, 4. So down, up, down, 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 down. So all together, you got down, 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 down. So we tried that through that next verse, kind of repeating it. You had G, C7. Then we go into our pre-chorus part. And on our pre-chorus, we start on the A minor chord. And randomly, if you're kind of digging on those, I call them drone shapes, kind of that G minor with the kind of killing the A string, you may want to think about using an A7 sus for the A, where you could do first finger on the D second, second finger on the G second, third finger on the B third, pinky on the high third. So you want to kind of consider that. It sounds slightly unresolved, but that might be kind of a cool option. It's kind of that A minor, D, and then we kind of go into almost a halving idea for our B flat, and then our A minor, and our G minor, and there's kind of this big hit on our last C chord where you may want to do kind of a down, down, kind of accent that. So we tried that with our down, down, up, down, up. You have the A minor, down, up, down, up, D7, and then on the B flat we just do a down, down, up, A minor with a down, down, up, G minor with a down, down, up, and then our C. Kind of dig on that. Now, if you're digging on the 16th pattern, when we get to those halving chords, you may want to do just a down, down, down along each of those chords. So you have the A minor, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, D7, and then our B flat, A minor, G minor, C hit, and then from that pre-chorus, then we go into our chorus part. And it kind of like a little verse variation. We start out with our G minor, and then our C7, and then we go to our F, and then we go to our D, and then we repeat all that. Back to G minor, C7, F, D, G minor, and then you hear this cool little bass line come out where you can play first fret on the A, open A, and then take first fret on the A and kind of slide it to third fret on the A. Or you could back that up with chords, kind of a B flat, A minor, C. It could be kind of a cool way to work that too. And then we end up on our F major chord. And then on our first chorus, you hear this cool little tag where you play the Louis on the third, open A, first fret on the A, and then our first fret slide to third fret on the A. Kind of a G, A, B flat, C. Or if you wanted to back up that, you could even just jump back into our intro idea. G, A minor, B flat, C. So we tried that with our down, down, up, down, up. You have the G minor, C7, F, D, G minor, C7, F, D, G minor, then our B flat, A, C, F, G minor, A minor, B flat, C7. Or if you're digging on the 16th pattern, you have the G minor, C7, F, D, G minor, C7, F, D, G minor, B flat, A minor, C, and then our F, G, A minor, B flat, C. Kind of dig on that. And then from there, then we'll be going into our next verse. So one other thing that I think about adding to the song, though, is bass notes. And a lot of times on that first down of the down, down, up, down, up, you're throwing a bass for the chord. So on the G minor, you'd have Louis for the bass. On the C, you'd have the A for the bass. Unless you're doing the 8th fret, C, in which case you'd have Louis for the bass. On the F, you'd have the Louis string for the bass. And on the D, you'd have the D for the bass. Unless you're doing the D9 or the 5th fret bar, and then you'd have the A for the bass. And on the B flat, you'd have the A for the bass if you're doing the first fret bars. If you're doing the E bars from the Louis on the 6th, you'd have the Louis bass. And for the A minor bar on the 5th, you'd have Louis for the bass too. Normally on the A minor, you'd have the A for the bass. So we tried our verse with a bass down, up, down, up. You have the G minor, C with an A bass, F, and F major 7 would have the D for the bass, and D, more D, G minor, C. We'd be repeating that. Now, if you're digging on the 16th pattern, though, you could add basses to that. You could work it off of bass, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, or bass, bass, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, or bass, bass, down, down, up, bass, down, up, down, up. Can all be cool variations. So you have the G minor, into our next pre-chorus. So we tried that with a bass, down, up, down, up. You have the A minor, D with a D bass, B flat with an A bass, down, A minor with an A bass, down, D minor with a low E bass, and our C hit. Or if you're digging on the 16th pattern, you have the A minor, D, B flat, A minor, G minor, C hit. You kind of dig on that. And then from there, we'll be going into our next chorus. So we tried that with a bass, down, up, down, up. We'd have G minor with low E bass, C with an A bass, F, D, G minor, C, F, D, G minor, and our B flat, A minor, C, and then our F. And you kind of hear like a little G minor, C change at the very end of that. Or if we tried that with our 16th idea, we have the G minor, C, F, D, G minor, C, F, D, G minor, and then we got our hits, kind of D flat, A minor, C, and then our F, and then our G minor, C, and then from there, then we go into kind of a bass solo, but it really kind of follows our verse progression. So we have our G, C, F, D, D, G minor, C, we go back to G minor, C, F, D, or D, G minor, C, and then from there, then we'll be going into our next pre-chorus part. So we have our A minor, D, B flat, A minor, G minor, C, and then from there, then we'll be going into our next chorus part. It's kind of like a little variation. So we got our G minor, C, F, D, G minor, C, F, D, G minor, and then we got a big C hit. And then you kind of hear this cool little bass line come in where you can play low E on the first, second fret on the low E, first fret on the A, actually just started that. First fret on the A, first fret on the low E, second fret on the low E, fourth fret on the low E, and then open G, and then open D, and then first fret on the D, and then third fret on the D. If you want to kind of follow those notes through that bass line, kind of B flat, F, F sharp, A flat, G, D, E flat, F, 1, 1, 2, 4, oh, oh, 1, 3, there it is, yeah. So 1, 1, 2, 4, oh, oh, 1, 3, and then from there, then we go into kind of our outro chorus part. So we got our G minor, C, F, D, G minor, C, F, D, G minor, and our B flat, A minor, C hit to F. But then we're gonna do our C hit, and then we're back to F, and then our C hit, and then we're back to F, and our C hit, and then we're back to F, and our C hit, and then we're back to F, kind of at the very, very end. But that's the basics of how you get strummed through Love Never Felt So Good by Justin Timberlake and Michael Jackson. So good luck!